Hello everyone, this is Sam with REALTRON as well as SaberiSixRealEstate. You can find my contact info in the description. You will enjoy this video. It's not clickbait. Please subscribe, comment, rate, and review. That's it. Let's get to the video. As you can tell from the title, I'm going to describe one way in which some realtors rip off their clients. Now, I want to make a very important preface here, that not all realtors do what I'm about to explain. Hence the word some. And I'm not trying to cover for my colleagues and give them an alibi. Honestly, I've been working in this industry for a long time, even though I'm a young realtor, relatively speaking so. And I've seen the good, I've seen the bad. What I'm about to explain and describe in detail does not apply to all realtors. There are a lot of honest realtors out there who do not do what I'm about to say. As always, you can skip to a summary of this whole entire video. The timestamp will be on the screen. If you don't want to watch me talk, or take a look at the typewriter in the back or my new chess set that I actually forced into this video because I love chess and I think it's very cool, skip to the summary. Basically, what some realtors do is they delay the sale of a house they've listed with a seller client in order to bring their own buyer and double end the transaction. In this context, double end means where one realtor represents both sides, so both the buyer and the seller. So they delay a sale, so they bring their own buyer and they get both sides commission, making more money. So you may ask, well, how is this possible? How can they delay a sale? I mean, at the end of the day, they represent the seller client. You know, if the seller says, hey, I want to accept this offer, I want to sell right now, they can't do anything about it. Well, yes, that is very true. However, you underestimate how convincing and manipulative certain realtors can be. Let's go into more detail, shall we? In my opinion, realtors have many ethical, fiduciary, etc. obligations, but the three main ethical obligations that apply to this case, I think, are the following. Number one, when you are representing a seller and that seller's property receives an offer, you have to convey the offer. Even though some realtors say, I'm not even gonna share this with my client, it's a negotiating tactic. They do say it, they have to share it. Even if it's the worst offer in the world, they have to share the offer. Number two, they have to share the offer in an honest fashion, meaning they cannot deceive intentionally or unintentionally regarding the circumstances under which this offer came about. Number three, the third ethical obligation is competence. Now, competence is a tricky area of discussion. I mean, I'm not right 100% of the time. No realtor is, no lawyer is, no accountant is, no basketball player is. You know, we all make incorrect decisions. However, what competence covers more so is if you are making the decision on the right basis, on fine grounds. I mean, do you have some sort of knowledge on the matter? And realtors have to have a certain amount of competence when they make decisions. More importantly, for this video, they have to have a certain amount of competence when they give suggestions. If your realtor conveys an offer he received for your property, and you ask the realtor, what do you think about this offer? Is the price good? Should we accept? Should we counteroffer? What should we counteroffer at? Are the terms and conditions good? So on and so forth. The feedback your realtor provides doesn't have to be 100% accurate, but it has to be competent. So now that we've established these three primary points, these three ethical obligations that realtors have, now we can start connecting the dots and seeing how they delay closings intentionally. in order to bring their own buyer and double end the transaction. So I explain things best through an example. Let's walk through an example, okay? I'm a homeowner. My name is DeMar DeRozan. Why? Because DeMar DeRozan is my favorite basketball player. Anyways, me as DeMar DeRozan, I have hired a realtor to sell my house, a realtor that's big in the area. Let's call this realtor, no name. I get an offer on my property. The offer is for $1.2 million. I asked my realtor, hey, is this a good offer? Should we accept? I think it is. I'm kind of debating it with my wife. Should we or should we not? There are three circumstances that I can think of now. Circumstance one, it is actually a bad offer. It's actually a bad offer. DeMar DeRozan should not accept it, and the realtor says as such. Circumstance two, it's a good offer. Obviously, at the end of the day, it's up to the homeowner. The realtor says as much, and they've moved forward or they don't. Circumstance three, it's a gray area. I mean, it could be better, it could be worse. There are certain things that have to be worked out. We can counter offer, or we can see what other options we have. We have to further discuss. Regardless of which circumstance is actually the case, these realtors who I'm talking about in this video will, for some reason or other, say, don't accept, you can do better. No, we can get a higher price, we can do this, we can do that. So they delay and they push their clients to not accept this offer. Another offer comes in, or it doesn't, but let's say it does. Well, they do the same thing for a different reason this time. They say, you can get a much higher price, or right now we shouldn't sell because maybe the terms in this offer is not good. Even though the price is higher, the closing date doesn't match our closing date, or the mortgage might not get approved, whatever. Or even worst case scenario, they get an offer and they don't even convey it. They don't even tell DeMar DeRozan, the homeowner, that hey, we received an offer. And they keep delaying in this fashion until they find their own buyer through whatever venue, whether it be one of their leads, or someone calls them out of nowhere, or an investor, or a home, or someone who wants to build, a builder. They bring their own buyer and they prepare an offer for the buyer as well. So now they're representing both sides, and they present the offer to the homeowner, DeMar DeRozan, and they say, you know what? You should accept. This is a great offer. Ultimately, at the end of the day, it's up to the homeowner, right? But most times out of not, homeowners succumb to very, very aggressive and assertive professional suggestions that borders on pushing them to accept. Of course, if the homeowner asks, well, this offer was less than the offer we got a month ago, why am I accepting this? Dishonest realtor will come up with another excuse. Well, now the market conditions are different. That was a month ago. This month, this is a much better deal. I mean, look at this condition, look at this term. They don't need any financing, so on and so forth. And let me add, maybe this offer is better. Maybe it is a win-win situation. Maybe, just maybe, the homeowner is getting a better deal than he was getting a month ago, and at the same time, the realtor is going to get two sides of the commission. We can't hope for those cases. We can't hope. What most often happens is realtors delay, whether they don't convey the offer. They convey the offer in a dishonest fashion. They convey the offer and give incompetent feedback, deceitful feedback. They do so they bring their own buyer, they match it to the seller, they get both sides commission, which ultimately comes out of the pocket of the seller. The seller is the one who pays the commission. And once again, I just want to make sure to say a couple things, that not all realtors do this. realtors who do double-end transactions, sometimes it is for the best. I mean, I have double-ended transactions, but that was because it was for the best. I had a listing for sale, I had a buyer, they perfectly matched up, or even a listing for rent and a tenant. They perfectly matched up. It was a win-win for both sides, and it was a win for me because I got paid more. So, and not in all cases are double-end transactions a bad thing. Just in the cases wherein the realtor is intentionally giving bad advice in order to find his own buyer and then double-end the transaction and get paid more. To summarize, some realtors intentionally tell their seller clients not to accept certain offers on false pretenses in order for them to bring their own buyer and double-end the transaction, meaning represent both sides and get both sides commission. So that was the video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. I've been yelling a lot. I'm thirsty. And yes, subscribe, comment, rate, and review. This is SaberiSixRealEstate, Sam from RE/MAX REALTRON Realty Inc. Contact me with any feedback, information you need on the real estate market. Any questions, I'm here to talk, I'm here to help. And yes, looking forward to making more videos and playing some chess and doing more research and staying safe and with family during these times of the COVID-19 crisis. Okay, thanks for watching. Until next time.